I had a decent idea for a website, maybe an app. There's a lot of people that are going to be really destitute, homeless, living in their cars soon. And maybe we could do something that is through an app that enables people to know that your driveway, your pad, your place where you park your other car or whatever, is okay for them to spend the night on. Because if they're out there and they're on the streets or whatever and they're homeless with their kid in the back, the police might come and they might take their child. They do that in this country. They like to separate people and do that and lock you up, take your car and give you a hard time for no reason. It's how the police work. And maybe it'd be good to have an app. Just the other day, I was coming over a bridge and a police officer said he read my license plate, so he followed me for 8 miles on a freeway. Local police officer, and pulled me over and says, "Your license is suspended." I said, "What'd you pull me over for?" He says, "I ran your license." I said, "As I was getting on the freeway ramp." He said, "Well, no, as I was getting on the freeway ramp." I said, "But is that your jurisdiction to run my license on the freeway ramp? Are you highway patrol?" And he said, "Well, I saw that you don't have a license." And I said, "Well, you saw that somebody that potentially owns this doesn't have a license, but you didn't see that I did." So now you see the problem here. When people say Black Lives Matter and people are like, "Oh, I'm afraid of the police," because there's a real fear of police. Police look for problems. Why the fuck are you scanning my license plate? What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you, petty little man? His name's Furry. He's out of Minnesota. Literally followed me for 8 miles to give me a ticket. If we don't do something to protect our own people, this fucking elite class is going to use the police department to suppress us and make them believe that they're doing the right thing. Don't come after me if I'm not breaking the law. I owe child support. That's why they took my fucking license. I owe $25,000 in child support. I've been fighting it every day of my life. I didn't know the kid till he was 10. You don't know my fucking story. Don't pull me over. How do you think when any person has a police officer behind him feels? And you want to be mad at black people because they're burning stuff down? Man, the police have been defined as the protectors of the white surrogates known as the people of justice. Our country was built on a white surrogacy of justice. It's integral. It's part of the country. It's the ethics, the role model. They didn't have a war to free people from slavery. They had a war to protect the North from the South because they couldn't control the textiles and they were making too much money. They weren't paying their taxes. Let's face reality here. If I was a better person, would you be a better person? God bless God.